Hi, I'm Jack and I do things. So I've done a couple of book videos now, and whilst I want to continue making book related videos, I also wanted to explore my other hobby, my other love, which is sewing. So to kick off my sewing related content, I thought I'd do a little first quarter sewing roundup. So these are my makes from January to March. There are only 5 items on this list, 2 of which I wear regularly. I haven't had the best start to the year with my sewing. So last November, I ended up with a shoulder injury, something that I am still working my way through. And being at my sewing machine and hunched over slightly was aggravating it. So it did put a little crimp in my sewing plans. Hopefully there will be more content, more things to come as we go through the year. I have also had a couple of duds already this year, and that has knocked my confidence a little bit. But as sewers, we all experience that. We all go through that. We all have projects that we are desperate to go well, and we either realise, oh, I don't like it, or we make a mistake. These things happen. Let's not be afraid of them. So the first thing that I made this year was this, which is very simple. I had some scrap red fabric lying around, and I decided to make myself a headscarf. I've wanted a red silk headscarf just to tie in front, very Rosie the Riveter, for a while, maybe a year or 2. And I always sort of shied away thinking, oh, I don't want to spend that if I'm not going to wear it. And I realised that I had this colour fabric. It's just a plain cotton muslin in this lovely sort of ruby red colour in my stash. And I thought, if I make myself something similar, test out whether I like it, whether I wear it, then maybe I can invest in a lovely silk scarf. And I really do wear it. Obviously, it's not like a full headscarf. It's just a strip of fabric hemmed. But it does the job like so. And just tuck it in. And away you go. I mean, it needs a lot of pins because it does fall out a lot. But I really like this, and I think I may invest. What do you reckon? The next thing that I made was a mock-up. I've been eyeing up these dresses, I'll show an example here, for a while, and I wanted to see if I could make one, and I decided to enroll in a little corset making course, which was not worth the money, but it did come with a pattern, and I thought I would give that pattern a go. So I made a little mock-up of the bustier part of it. Oh grief, it's so wrinkled. Ignore that. It's my first time using boning, which I was excited to give a try, but it hasn't really worked properly. I've been a bit nervous to get all the proper materials because I didn't want to waste any money in case I didn't really like it or it didn't work. So I've tried to fudge it together with materials that I already had, like bits of wadding, and as such it hasn't really worked thoroughly. But I think the bones are there, pun intended, but it does need a lot of work. It was just a mock-up. It was just me trying something new. Needless to say, I won't be trying this on for you because there's no closures and it requires me to go without a bra, so sorry. So the next thing that I made was one of the duds. It could still be salvaged, I think, but as I was completing it, I realised this is not me, and it is this dress right here. This is a self-drafted dress, which is also part of where I've gone wrong. It's got a lined bodice, and I think where I've gone wrong, I'll try and insert a cutaway of me wearing this so I can show you a little bit better. But where I've gone wrong is, as I've attached the lining on the back, I think the lining is too big. I think I've miscut. So the lining's a little bit big. It's causing some sort of funkiness on the front waistband. As such, I sort of abandoned it to finish off another day when I'm feeling a little bit kinder towards it. The only thing really I've got left to do is hem it. But yeah, as I was sort of doing try-ons, I sort of realised, yeah, this isn't very me. I don't really wear these kinds of colours or this kind of print. I think this fabric was in the Sew Over It sale. It's a viscose. It's really lovely. I was drawn into the fabric and realised that it's not something that I'm going to wear. So yeah, sort of unsuccessful. Maybe it can be salvaged. Maybe I can either sell it on or give it to somebody else. So the next thing that I made was a complete success. It's something that I love. I wear all the time. Will probably make more of. It is this right here. It is the McCalls 7969. Some of you may recall, so I just realised recall rhymed with McCall. I'm so cool. Some of you may remember that McCalls released this as a free pattern last year. I think it was last year, it might have been the year before actually. So I grabbed it because I thought I might want to make that in the future. It sat in my download folder for quite a long time and I thought, oh, I don't know. However, I bought this beautiful Swiss dot fabric. I can't remember where I bought it from now. And this was sitting in my stash for well over a year and I desperately wanted to make something out of it. I had plans to make a Victoria blouse from Fibre Mood and I downloaded the pattern and it just confused the hell out of me and it made me angry. I also realised that I didn't have quite enough fabric. And then I thought, well, why not give that a go, make this, and I'm so happy. So happy that I did. I love this top so much. It's really easy to make. It's a very, very simple pattern. It's a very good beginner pattern. It says on here, skill level easy. So that should tell you. It requires very little. It doesn't require anything extra. So no extra notions or anything. It's just thread and your fabric. It's just, it's a very simple sort of peplum top with some slightly billowy sleeves. I went for the slightly smaller, less fulsome sleeve, and I just love this so much. I really do want to make some more. So that was one fantastic success. Tick. The last thing on the list, the next thing that I made is this, and I can't show you this on as well because it is very rough and ready. I wanted to make myself a Pinafore dress. I'll show you the inspiration that I had for this dress. I've got so many scraps. I've so much scrap fabric and old clothes that I had great plans to upcycle and make amazing things. And it's not working. It's not happening. I just get so scared when it comes to making things like that, that I'm just gonna mess it up and ruin a perfectly good piece of fabric. I had two pairs of trousers that the colours worked really, really nicely together. It's this sort of beigey colour and a slightly sort of grey toned olivey green. This is partially self-drafted. I self-drafted the skirt and used the Heyday Dungaree pattern for the bib. It's another one like the dress. As I was making it, I was realising I'm not going to wear this, that it's really not my style. So unsuccessful. I'll put that in a pile with my half-made makes. It can live there for a bit. So yeah, not the greatest start to the year, but I do have two pieces that I do wear very regularly, that I love, that have been very useful and have helped to get my confidence back up a little bit. Some smarter decisions need to be made going forward in the things that I'm making. So thank you for watching my first sewing video. I do have some exciting plans for April and May. Another little challenge that I'm going to set myself. So if you're interested in finding out more about this little challenge or interested in seeing more sewing content, please make sure to check back, or even better, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. So until next time, happy sewing. Bye.